Hi there, and welcome back to the Lisa Nichols Show, where I share the tools that we all need to live the life that we want to achieve and to live a life that gives us the memories that we love. I love reading your comments. I love seeing your engagement, letting me know when something is a breakthrough for you, when something served your soul. So please continue to send in the questions, send in the comments, let us know how you're feeling. After all, this is your community. This episode, we're talking about one of those amazing conversations that always come up, and that is how do you surround yourself with quality people without alienating your existing relationships? In short, how do I up level in some ways while retaining the relationships that really matter to me as well? So, my life has been a culmination of a ton of relationships. And I'm a I'm a I'm a keeper, meaning if I meet you, I want to keep you, right? I want to keep you in my life. And one of the biggest lessons I had to learn was that relationships have evolution. And there's some relationships that are lifetime. No matter what you do, they're going to be a lifetime relationship. And then there's some relationships that are life giving. They're going to be short, they'll be shorter, and some even short, but they're designed to let you know you're still in the game. They give you a critical piece of information, a critical piece of knowing. And it might not be a romantic relationship, it may be a friendship, it may be business, but it won't last forever. It won't even last a long time because it was designed to give you life. And then there's purposeful relationships, relationships that are designed for a purpose. Whether the purpose is to help you grow up, to help you love, to help you learn, to help you set healthy boundaries. There's a purposeful relationship, and that purpose is real. And once that purpose is fulfilled, the relationship shifts. We often think either or. I can have this or that. I don't know where we learned that. I think it came from great, 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 great grandparents and just was a consistent. It was as consistent as our family reunions. It was as consistent as, cuddling up in a snuggly with some warm socks and watching a great movie during the holidays. Our, we also have belief systems. I think one of the greatest blessings that I gave myself was the gift of no longer thinking either or in my relationships. I remember over 20 years ago when I was first introduced to transformation and personal mastery. And I remember stepping into an environment and no one looked like me. No one was my nationality, my culture, no one was even my gender, and no one was my age. So I felt like an alien. Yet I was excited about what I was learning. I wanted to learn more about this thing called quantum physics. I wanted to learn more about this thing called the law of attraction. I wanted to learn more about this thing called personal mastery, self awareness. I didn't grow up with that. I grew up with pray, get on your knees, ask God, get up, eat a Sunday afternoon dinner. That's what I was raised with. And I remember wondering at the ripe age of 29, do I have to leave my existing community in order to adopt this new mindset? In order to run with this new tribe? Do I have to let my existing tribe go? And I would love to tell you that at 29, I had the awareness, oh, no, I can keep both. I didn't. I dug my heels deep into the learning. I dug my life deep into the evolution of my soul and my mind. And I can honestly say that the existing relationships that mattered so much to me, I just thought that they would stay there and that they would forever be there while I chose these new relationships in this new world. And I made a mistake. I didn't water the relationships. I didn't nurture them. I didn't feed them. And just like a flower, relationships require light and sun and love and nurturing. I'm grateful that I didn't lose all of my existing relationships. I'm grateful that I soon became aware that my existing relationships are not optional while I build new relationships. I realized very soon that my existing relationships with my family that those relationships were anchoring. They kept Lisa's feet on the ground. Little did I know I would then be on Oprah and Larry King and Steve Harvey and Dr. Phil and would travel around the globe. Little did I know who I was becoming. And if I'd known who I was going to become, I really would have invested in those existing relationships because they keep me anchored. So I say all this to say, please don't choose either or. We live in an abundant universe. You want to design and with. How do I have both? How do I develop forward-pulling relationships with amazing people who are navigating and walking in the same direction as me while I stay anchored in my existing relationships that are non-negotiable? No matter where you go, you're still always someone's daughter. You're still always someone's niece, someone's son, someone's father, someone's brother, someone's sister. So make sure you nurture your existing relationships while developing future relationships. We don't live in either or. We live in and with. And I'll end with this. When you get to the end of your journey and you're 95, 100, 105, whatever age that is, where you're sitting in your favorite rocking chair, and you're telling the stories of your life to whomever will listen, you want to make sure that your relationships have a really great part in that story. I laughed hard. I played full out. I ate great food. And you want to make sure that you have all those things to do with the people that you love. So, water your relationships, both new and existing. Remember, this show is not about a monologue. It's not about me just talking to you. It's not about me serving content to you and you listening and looking through the screen as if it were a show. This is a dynamic, rich dialogue. I would love to hear from you. What was your biggest aha from this particular episode? What relationship have you allowed to kind of wither away on the vine that you know, OMG, I need to put some water on that, some sunshine on that? Or what relationship did you assume would be there always and forever, and now it's barely existing? What relationships are you developing and growing, and now you realize you don't have to choose? Leave me a comment below. And be sure to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed by now, I have one question for you. What are you waiting on? You know this is your home. You know we are your tribe. And if you haven't figured it out by now, I'm your sister in prosperity and in possibility. And every time I say that I believe in you and I love you, it's because in my heart I really do love you. And I believe in you. You're worth every single moment I stand in front of this camera. I cannot wait to see you real soon.